what's up YouTube? Comic Freak for Life here, and today I'm making a ban list video. The TCG ban list for January 1st to March 31st was announced today, just a few hours ago, and a couple of people have already made videos about it, but I have not made a video in at least 2 weeks, and it's mainly because my last final was yesterday and I've been doing all that. And I still feel really bad because I always say I'm going to make a lot of videos, but I ended up not. So this is the first video I've been making in a while, and hopefully it'll make up for all the videos with the ban list. I just looked at it. I'm looking at it. I'm going to look at it right now and tell you what got banned, what got unbanned, and what I think of it just off the top of my head. First off, for banned, we have Dragon's Ravine, which was originally at 3, is now banned, so you cannot run any of those. The main reason for that is because of Dragon Rulers and Dragoonides, and it's just a really good search card. Not only is it a search card, it has multiple capabilities. You can either discard a card to add a uh, Dragoonide monster, or you can send a dragon to the grave, which is just ridiculous. And you can do it once per turn, and it's only one card. So it's just so much plussing and so much utility that I feel that it was reason to be banned. Next, we have Return from the Different Dimension. Everyone wanted this banned. It's just another I win card. We just don't want those in the game. Konami's been trying to get rid of those. So thankfully, they actually got rid of that. Self-destruct button is new. Now that self-destructing is banned, it's kind of just an annoying card that really saw no good reason to be in the game. So that's why I think they banned it. And the last card is Sixth Sense. It was at 1, now it's banned. Konami got the money that they wanted to make out of it, selling the Joey's Worlds when it came out. Everyone that bought them probably already bought them, so now that they made their money, they're going to ban it because it's kind of stupid. It's just another one of those cards. You get it off, I win. Um, and then the big one, all of the Dragon Rulers, the big ones are at 1 now. Thank God. So that means Dragon Rulers are gone. Not only are the dragons at 1, Debris Dragon is now at 1. Let's see. Divine final count. Sacred Sword of 7 stars is also at 1. So not only are those at 1, but Sacred Sword. So even if they wanted to, they still wouldn't be able to really capitalize even with one dragon. So not only did they hit the dragons, they also hit some of the support. So thank God they actually hit dragons. Um, let's see, what else? Magician of Faith is the big one. So Magician of Faith was banned, and now it's at 1. This makes for a lot of plays. When it's flipped, you add a spell card from your grave to your hand. The only really big spell card is Dark Reborn and Heavy are both still banned. I think that's kind of why they hit the Ravine and the Sacred Sword. You can't add those from your grave to your hand. You can't abuse them. Yeah, Magician of Faith. I'm trying to think. I feel like there's some way someone's going to find a way to abuse Magician of Faith, but for now, I think it seems pretty okay. Let's see what else. So all the Dragon Rulers at 1. You can still put 1 in your deck. So like Mermails, for me, I play Mermails. I can have only 1, so I'm going to have to find 2 more cards to put in instead of those. 2 other cards that are banned now, or at 1, are Divine Wind of Mist Valley and Final Countdown. Both of those cards, I don't know, they're just kind of annoying. They're really not any need in the other one, Spellbook of Fate. This is a big one that's going to hit spellbooks really hard. I mean, Spellbook of Fate was like the card for spellbooks. It doesn't target, it banishes, so that was like their card. They would recycle it, and now that it's at 1, it's going to be really hard. Well, I mean, if you search it, it's going to be at 1, and once you use it, you're going to have to like banish it and then add it with the one that adds a banished one. So they're really going to have to do more work to just get that 1 card. So it actually hits spellbooks really hard. Um, let's see. Chaos Sorcerer is now semi-limited. So is Lone Fire Blossom. I'm saying it, guys. Plants are going to be ridiculous. Not only just plants, but I'm feeling like chaos plants they're trying to bring back, and we'll get to that. Chaos Sorcerer is at two now. That gives chaos a lot more durability. Not only do they still have BLS, now they have two Chaos Sorcerer. I personally love the Chaos Sorcerer. I love chaos things like that with the light and dark, so that seems really cool. Lone Fire Blossom to 2 is also really cool. The Malai of the Trees, I picked up 3 of those for like $10 each. I'm getting a hold on to them. I feel like those are going to go up in price. So Lone Fire Blossom to 2 and all the new plant stuff coming out in the next set. Also Gravekeepers. So that's it for the semi-limited. And then all of the things that are taken off the list. The first one, Archlord Christia, is now at 3. No real big. I mean, I think it's a good card. But it could probably get really cloggy at 3. Mizuki, Plague Spreader, uh, Mizuki and Plague Spreader are both now at 3. I think that's really, really cool. There's going to be a lot of more plays with zombies and Destiny heroes. Stratos did not get unbanned, which is another thing hero players are going to be sad about. But I feel like it would be, now with those at 3 each, I feel like if Stratos was there, you'd be able to abuse it too much with, let's say, like adding Malicious. Um, what else? Adding Malicious, there's a couple of other things. With like the Mizuki and the Plague Spreader zombies is just like so much consistency. It's kind of ridiculous. TG Striker is now at 3. That adds more. Now you can actually play TGs again, which is also really cool. And Tour Guide is now at 3. I'm actually really excited about this. I've always liked Tour Guide, but now with since the Dragon Rulers kind of came out and they've been the dominant deck, Tour Guide really hasn't seen much play because it's kind of too slow. I mean, back in the day when Tour Guide was like really ridiculous, I feel like saying Tour Guide was too slow is kind of like crazy. I mean, but now that the Dragons are hit, it's wide open. Um, then we have Constellar M7 is no longer on the list. I don't really know why they even put that to 1. Most people, I honestly had never seen anyone run more than one M7. Maybe Constellars would run 2, but I think that that was just really unnecessary. And Tanky's at 3. There's going to be a lot of Boojins, a lot of Fire Fists. There's being a lot of Beast Warrior things. Tanky, I feel it's really good, but like you can MST it. It's not the same as like a Rhoda or like an E-Call, so it's not as ridiculous. Tanky is though really good. I mean, I feel like yeah, give it to those people. It's not like ridiculous like Dragon Rulers, so I think that's okay. So now, I'm gonna kind of tell you guys what I think about what's gonna be good seeing this. Honestly, if this next set that's coming out doesn't come out, um, the decks that were behind Dragon Rulers were Mermails, Spellbooks, Noble Knights they were really big when they came out, but they really rely on like one monster with a bunch of equip spells. And if you get rid of that monster, they're kind of fucked. So I feel like that deck is too inconsistent to do well. Um, let's see what else. We had Fire Fists. Um, I know there's other decks. I just can't think of them right now that did well. I mean, there's like Lightsworn, stuff like that. Um, so now that dragons are hit, like there's no way in hell that you can make like a dragon rule just dragons deck. Um, I feel like it's going to be wide open. I mean, we said that last time, but it's wide open. Um, I can see some sort of chaos plants with plague spreaders, like zombie chaos plants, with like Lone Fire at 2 and all the new plant support coming out, and TG Striker, all the tour guide going to 3, Chaos Sorcerer going to 2, Mizuki and Plague Spreader going to 3. I can see that doing well. Spellbooks that one fate really actually hit them. I feel like That's going to be a big blow to spellbooks. I don't know how they're going to compete. I feel like they could do okay. So I may be a fanboy because I'm playing Mermails now, but honestly, how I see it now, uh, before the next set comes out, um, I see Mermails being the best deck. Although I could be completely wrong with all the chaos stuff. I'm actually really excited about this one. I'm thinking, I mean, I always hope for an open format, but as we saw, we thought last format was going to be open and it was just dragons, dragons again. I feel like we always want it to be open, but then there's this one deck that just becomes dominant. So, like I said, we're going to have to see, but I'm actually really excited for this format now that dragons are gone, and hopefully you guys are too. So now it's your turn. Let me know what you guys think. I'm really actually wanting to see what other people have to say about this list. What you see as being going to be good now. Do you agree with me that mermails are going to be really good? Because I played them and I beat dragon rulers a lot too, even though they were the best deck. And there really was no other deck that I lost to, save like a couple of flukes. I mean, I remember losing to Harpies because I drew really bad. Like I drew like 3 sphere and they like popped them all in the same turn. And I lost to Noble Knights because they got that one monster out and I couldn't really do anything about it. But I'm thinking about like meta decks, and I really don't see any decks that can compete with Mermails on the speed with the new version. They did lose 2 title, but I feel like that's not as big of a hit as one might think. So, like I said, let me know what you guys think. I'm really interested in seeing what you guys have to say, what ideas you have for awesome decks, what you think is going to be a ridiculous next format. With the Gravekeeper support coming out and the new plant support, I see those doing really well. So yeah, thanks a lot, you guys. Please like, comment, favorite, subscribe, and leave those comments so I know what you think. This is Conflict for Life, keeping it real. Signing out.